If your computer is clunking, bro, it's going slow, you're not able to edit quickly in DaVinci Resolve, you're getting frustrated, you're hearing your Windows machine go beep 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 beep, beep whatever, dude. You're gonna need to make some proxy media in DaVinci Resolve to make your workflow faster. It's gonna make your computer lightning speed. And this is due to either hardware decoding from your NVIDIA GPU or AMD GPU. And if you don't got that, that's fine, because this can also be from a better codec for those videos that are basically images which load instantly, super fast to view and edit with. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. Let's hop into DaVinci Resolve. So this is a project that I'm working on, and let's just say it's going slow, right? I mean, it's not for me, but let's just say it's going slow.
Right here from a research article about what.
Right. So let's just say I'm like trying to scroll through and it's going slow and whatnot. I mean, it's not here, but I'm gonna show you how much faster it can be. If you open up your project settings in the bottom right side of the page and you go to your master settings, first of all, we're gonna have to choose a proxy media resolution. So you can choose this up to you. If you want the resolution, so how many pixels for it to be the same amount of pixels as the original image, half, quarter, 1/8, 1/16. You can play with these. I recommend with half. Half is good. Start with half. And there's two different options we could do here that I would recommend. This is on Windows, and you can use ProRes or DNx, but I'm going to use DNx. And there's also compressed media. If you have a GPU, using these compressed media, H.264 is going to be totally fine. It's going to be totally fine. It's going to help out a lot because you've reduced the resolution. If you want even faster, or you're on a lower end computer like a laptop, then and these are going to be low file size, by the way, I'm going to recommend you use DNxHR LB or SQ. These are all different higher qualities. Up to 444 is the highest quality. And so low quality, highest quality, low file size, highest file size. Proxies are not made for you to keep them. Once you're done, I mean, you can keep them if you want, but once you're done with them, delete them. They're gonna take up a lot of space on your computer. Just edit with them, and when you're done, it's gonna render your final footage with the main high quality footage. Basically, we're making a copy of the footage that's lower resolution just so we can play back easily. But then when we go to render, it's gonna switch over and use that main high quality media. These DNxHRs, basically, they're full images. So your computer does not have to load or decompress those those videos, which are reliant on previous frames. So every time you go to, let's say, frame 5, it has to calculate from frame 2 to 3 to 4 up to 5 for it to even show you frame 5, because the codec is compressed. Meanwhile, DNx each one is an image. Every time you pull up your playhead to a specific point, it's gonna load that image instantly. It's gonna be way faster, and I'm gonna show you how to delete these when we're done. So we have our settings. Let's just use DNxHR low bandwidth for this, and you just hit save. Now I have more videos in this timeline, but if you select all the videos in your timeline and you hit right click, you can hit. So you cannot do it from the timeline. It looks like I think I used to. I'm talking about this is the one I used to use sometimes. Generate optimized media. This is different. It's usually very high quality, and you're gonna be able to even render with the optimized media, but they're huge files. So, but this is just for playback. So we're gonna go back to the media. What is this page called? Media page. And these are all my videos here, right? So if I just go to videos, these are all the videos here. If I let's just say just select all these videos, you can right click and you can hit proxy media, generate proxy media. You can let that finish, and it's going to generate proxy media for all those videos. Now what's important is when we go back to the edit page at the top right up here, we can choose whether we want to switch between proxies and camera originals. And you can just do that right here, or disable all proxies. So let me generate these proxies and we'll be right back. I haven't generated the proxy media yet, but that's because I found this. This is another way we could do it. If you select the clip, hit Alt and F on your keyboard, or right click and go to find the media pool. It'll show you your clip in the media pool. You can right click that clip, go to proxy media and hit generate proxy media. And now it's going to go ahead and make us our proxy media. Now you're probably wondering, do I always need to generate proxy media? No, only if you notice that your computer is going slow, like I said, or it's just taking a while and it's hard for you to edit, or your computer is going slow. That's the only time I would recommend generating proxy media. If not, why would you spend your time waiting for the proxy media to generate when you could just start editing right away? Some cameras, like mine for example, if you have a mirrorless camera, it can generate proxy media alongside the original footage. And these can be linked later once you, so for let's say like you're using a Sony FX3 or a Panasonic S5iX, and they're 4K video, big files, and they're 10-bit, they're just hard to play. It'll generate a proxy media that's only 1080p or whatever setting you set it to, and you'll link those together in the media page, and you don't even have to generate proxies, it's already ready to go. Another way we can generate proxies is using the Blackmagic Proxy Generator, and this comes downloaded once you download DaVinci Resolve. I'm gonna show you how to use that one as well. So you can see here, once I've generated the proxy media, it has this little icon up here that says HQ. That means we're using the high quality media, but I can switch right here to proxy. So now it says PXY. So now I'm using proxy. Now let me see if there's any difference in the quality here. So I think I have this on a shortcut. Yep. So I don't know if YouTube compression is even gonna show you the difference here. You might be able to see this difference. Let me try to get closer. I have a shortcut set to switch between proxy media and HQ. So we're on high quality, proxy, high quality, proxy, high quality, proxy. So there is a difference, but that's expected. But it doesn't matter because now when I scroll through, let me unzoom. Look how fast this is. Super fast on the proxy. Like it doesn't have to wait at all. Maybe if I switch back to HQ, it's still pretty fast, but I think it's because I have this already been in this project for a while, and it already has the render cache that I set up from earlier. Now I'm gonna show you how to use the Blackmagic Proxy Generator application. This one is a little different in the process, but I think it's easier because you don't have to wait for it. You can continue editing while it's generating the proxy media. But if your computer is really slow, you might not be able to edit and generate proxy media at the same time. But it's easier because you just put it on a folder. I'm gonna show you. So let's go ahead and get to where this is located. So open file location. Here are the videos. It's okay, we can generate proxies for this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this folder, and this is basically gonna watch this folder, and it's gonna generate proxy media for any video that goes into this folder, any media that goes into this folder. And this is pretty cool because let's say you have a consistent folder where you put all your video in, it'll every time you put your video in there, you're automatically gonna have proxy media, and you have less options here, but we have only H.264 or H.265 or ProRes. I have never used ProRes on Windows. It's something new for Windows computers, but if you're on Mac, why not use, you can use ProRes. Those are gonna be bigger files. But here we have H.264, 8-bit, half res at 1080p. I'm not sure what half res means, if it's 1080p compared to this one, which is just 1080p. But let's go ahead and add a folder. I'm gonna go ahead and get the path here and choose this path right there. All right, so now it's waiting. If we hit start, now this is gonna start, and you can see it already made it has already made a proxy folder within that same folder that I was in, and this is where the proxy footage is gonna go. And I can continue working right now inside. I can continue working right now inside of my timeline, and it's still gonna be generating these proxy media. Now there is a lot of video there, so it says it's gonna take approximately 20 minutes with my GPU, and these are 4K footage, big files. But you know, you can get a lunch, get a snack, come back, and you'll be ready to edit quickly. You don't even have to do this overnight. It's only 20 minutes for these kind of footage. I don't know how long it's gonna take for you, but this is gonna definitely speed up your editing time once you start getting into your timeline, especially when you start adding effects and whatnot. It's gonna be real smooth. So to recap, we learned what proxy media is, when we should use them, why we should use them, and how it's going to help speed up our editing workflow because we're not going to be dealing with large files or a slow computer. It's not going to be slowing us down. We're going to be able to edit really quickly. There's different formats we can use for the proxy media, such as DNx, ProRes, or compressed, such as H.264, which, like I said, I only recommend using if you have a GPU. Most likely, it's gonna have the hardware decoding. It's gonna be faster than the GPU. Otherwise, just use DNx or use DNx all the time. That's just now. It's gonna work. It's gonna work anytime. I also showed you the multiple methods of generating proxy media inside of DaVinci Resolve, either in the media pool or from the edit page, basically still in the little media pool, or using the Blackmagic Proxy Generator app, which comes with DaVinci Resolve, which has a watch folder, which then allows any video that you put in there to automatically start generating proxy media while you can continue to edit. This is hopefully going to speed up your editing workflow, and it should not be a barrier whatsoever anymore in you editing your videos. So let's get started, guys. Hit like, hit subscribe. I really appreciate you joining here, and it's really going to help the channel. Thank you again for tuning in.